to boost a post on Facebook. And then we'll look at how to actually create an ad on Facebook. But I recommend you do both of these things on your laptop and not your phone, just because the controls are easier. So what we'll do is we'll scroll down to a post that we've already posted in order to boost it. So you click boost here. Gives you some options about goals. I would change this goal to get more messages. What's been most successful lately is trying to generate people to message our Facebook account. Press save, pick Messenger as the messaging app that people can message you on. You want to edit the welcome message to something more either suitable to the ad itself. So we did a Christmas ad recently, and it was like, hi, let us know if you would like any more information about Christmas. When they open the message box, there are things that pop up as prompts for questions that they might want to ask. So maybe the questions might be, can I learn more about your church? Can you tell me more about your Christmas events? Is anyone available to chat? Something like that. And then you'd save that. Now, this is pretty key, the audience. You could just click people in your local area, because that's Mosley Street, Vickery Avenue. But I would say you don't want to target people plus 40 kilometres away. You probably want to reduce that to something like 6 kilometres away. And that says there's approximately 300,000 people in this vicinity. So that's pretty good. You pick the duration. So let's say if it's a Christmas promo, we'd probably want that to end on the 26th, so the day after Christmas. And in terms of your total budget, you can set that here. So, if we want to spend $500, we'll do that. Occasionally, it'll tell you to reset your spending amount, and you can just do that by clicking this button, and that'll do that. You will need to plug in your MasterCard details here, and then just get reimbursed through church. In terms of placements, I would turn off Instagram, just because we, if people find it on Facebook and then they use Messenger, those two things go hand in hand. And we've found recently that Facebook is definitely more popular for people who normally click on our ads, which are people 25 or older. If you're doing like a youth group promo, maybe Instagram would be appropriate. And then once you've done all that, you just click boost now, and then you're done boosting your promo. Okay, so how to create an ad. What you want to do is you want to scroll down the left-hand side here, and you want to click on ads, and a little thing will pop up, looking for more advanced tools, go to Ad Manager, and you want to click on that. And that'll take you to something that looks like this. What we're going to do is we're going to create a new ad. So I'm going to pick create. And again, the thing that's been working really well is messages as a campaign objective. So there are lots of different things here. So if you want to get a video to get as many views as possible, you might click video views, but messages is what we want. Okay, so let's say I'm doing a Easter promotion. So I'll go Easter promo as a campaign name. You can skip all this stuff here on this first page and just go next. For the ad set name, I'll just call it the same thing, Easter promo. I might specify that it's just on Facebook, because you do have the option to advertise on Instagram as well. Okay, so yes, we want people to click to message. And we want people to use the Messenger app. We don't want people messaging via WhatsApp or Instagram direct, because what we're going to do is we're going to choose placements that are just Facebook placements. So this is another Facebook page that I have, Bobcatter Memes for North Queensland Teens. We're going to not do that. We're going to click on St. Paul's Anglican. As you can see, I've got a lot of meme pages. Now, this is really important. When it says budget, you want to make sure you click lifetime budget instead of daily budget. If you get them mixed up, it can be pretty bad. So lifetime budget, let's say, if we're running the ad for, say, 3 weeks, maybe we want to spend $500. And because it's an Easter promo, we'll run it towards Easter. So I'm just going to pick random days. I'm just guessing here. Alright. says something like that. Okay, so when it comes to picking the audience, we've got Australia. I want to edit this location, and I want to delete Australia. And what I'm going to put in is 2118. That's the Carlingford postcode. And I'm also going to go 21. I think is this North Rocks? Let's see. Yes, that's North Rocks, 2151. So I'll go Carlingford and North Rocks. That's a pretty good demographic. Potential reach, 51,000 people. So that's its kind of estimation. That's pretty good. Now with detailed targeting, there is some pretty interesting stuff that you can do here. So if you go into here and browse demographics, education, I could target people who are at high school if I want to do a youth group promo. I could target parents. So you can go and you can actually create things for like creche, or maybe parents with teenagers would be a great demographic to choose for youth group as well. So if you did a youth group promo. But we won't pick any of that for today. Instead, what we'll do is we'll just keep going down. Now you want to click show more options and connections. This is really cool. So what you can do with connections is go add a connection type, exclude people who like your page. And I think this is really good for mission type outsider ads. So if I again go St. Paul's Anglican, make sure you pick that as the page. So what this will do is it'll target people in Carlingford and North Rocks, but it'll purposely not target anyone who already likes the St. Paul's Anglican Facebook page. And because a lot of those people who like the Facebook page are regulars at church, it'll mean that the bulk, if not all of the spending, will go towards people who don't go to church, which is a great thing if you're doing like an Easter promo and your target audience is people who don't come to church. In terms of placements, I would go manual placements. And because for this particular ad, because we're driving messages to Facebook Messenger, I would personally don't pick Instagram. And I just like look at each of these and say, okay, there are some that are not really conducive to people clicking on. So I would say like Facebook search results, I would turn that off actually. In article, that's fine. You could potentially turn Messenger stories off, and even Facebook stories, because to be honest, when people are looking at their stories, they're much less likely to click an ad than if they're scrolling through their feed. I think there's some data on that. Okay, but once we've done that, the rest of that's good. So we'll click next. So this now within this ad set, it's going to ask us to create a new ad. So I'm just going to call this the same thing, Easter promo Facebook. And it's already got that page. Now, with this, if you've just got a video, if you've made a video, you can just post that and then add the video here and then type in some primary text. Now, in the primary text, I think it's always a good idea to say something about Carlingford, because the fact that we're targeting people who are in Carlingford and North Rocks, the fact that this is an ad about Carlingford is going to stand out to them naturally when they're scrolling, and they're going to probably stop scrolling if they see Carlingford. So want to celebrate Easter in Carlingford. And the headline might be send us a message. And so you can add a video or an image. Just for the sake of this, I'll show you how to do it. You basically just click and click. You might need to upload an image that you've saved for that, but you just add that in. Done. Cool. And then I'll show you like a little promo of what it'll look like. Cool. Now, with the message template, this is pretty important. So again, click on create for the message template. So it's going to say hi, name. So I'm going to get rid of that comma. I think that's hi, please let us know how we can help you. I just like to ask a question. So, would you like more information about our Easter events? Okay, and now you can choose some prompts that'll come up for them. What time are the events? I choose not to give an automated response because I prefer to see the message pop up on my phone and for me to actually answer it and maybe be able to tailor it to the person. Question 2, where is the church located? Is another good one. And is anyone available to chat? That's a good question. And so when they click on the ad, it'll look like this. They'll get this introductory message and there'll be 3 suggestions that they can just click on to ask that question, and that's worked well. So we'll save and finish that. That's a good ad right there, and you can publish that. What we've done recently, instead of single image or video, we've done carousel images, which have worked really well. So the only difference here is that you can add multiple images, and so they scroll across, and you can edit the send us a message thing for each one. So what I've done for our recent Christmas one is I've put the artwork that Anessa created, 3 of those, but in between each one I've put an image of people at church, just so that they get the artwork, but they also get images of people at church. Seeing that the church is actually a big church and that lots of people go to it can be a good thing for people who want to come to something that's actually popular. That's a good message to communicate. So I would recommend giving carousel images a go as well. And then you publish that once you're done. And that's how you create an ad.